how much have energy bills fallen by since the election?
Well, Mr. Speaker, I'm very pleased to say we're taking £150 off energy bills.
What happened in Parliament this week wasn't just another political shouting match. It was a moment that exposed a government under pressure, a prime minister struggling to stay in control, and a cabinet that looks more focused on replacing him than running the country, from energy bills to schools to police numbers and NHS strikes. This wasn't theater. It was a warning sign. Let's break down what actually happened. It started with a brutal question: why are the prime minister's own MPs calling him a caretaker? That word matters. A caretaker prime minister isn't leading, they're just waiting to be replaced. Instead of answering directly, the Prime Minister talked about the budget, public services, and a £150 reduction in energy bills. But that missed the point, because moments later came the real accusation. Everyone can see he's lost control of his party, and judging by the noise in the chamber, that struck a nerve. Then came energy bills, something every household feels. The government promised energy bills would be cut by £300, but when the numbers were put on the table, the story changed. Energy bills haven't gone down, they've gone up by £187. That's not spin, that's maths. And when asked directly how much bills have fallen, the Prime Minister avoided the question and went back to rehearse talking points. If that surprised you, wait for what comes next. The focus then shifted to schools. The pledge was clear: 6,500 more teachers. So the question was simple: how many extra teachers are there now? The government's answer was vague: more than when they left office. But the official data tells a different story. There are now 400 fewer teachers since the Education Secretary took office. Those are government figures, not opinions. Next came policing. The promise was 13,000 more police officers. The reality, there are now 1,300 fewer officers than at the election. The response wasn't a denial, it was a delay. More officers are promised in the future, but right now the numbers are down. Then came the NHS, and this may be the most serious part of all. The health secretary promised to end doctor strikes. So the question was straightforward: how many NHS appointments have been lost to strike action? There was no answer. So the opposition provided one. Since the 9th of July, 3,000 appointments have been lost. That's 93,000 people waiting longer for care. The government pointed to 5 million extra appointments as a success. But the reminder was sharp. In their final year, 6.5 million were delivered. Context matters. By this point, the debate wasn't really about policy anymore. It was about power. Cabinet ministers positioning themselves. Leadership whispers everywhere. A party that looks like it's competing with itself. Lone Line summed it all up. The cabinet should be doing their jobs instead. They're auditioning to replace the prime minister. So here's the real question. If energy bills are rising, teachers are disappearing, police numbers are falling, and NHS appointments are being lost, what exactly is working? What we saw in Parliament wasn't control, it wasn't confidence. It was the government running out of time. If you want clear breakdowns without the spin, like this video so more people see it. Comment below. Do you think this prime minister is really just a caretaker? And subscribe for more straight-talking political analysis, because the next few months are going to matter more than ever.